being here. And hi, Satoshi Yi. How would you sell virtual reality to the masses? Well, we're not going to discuss any of that. We're not going to discuss your product right now because your product comes second. Everything that we're going to discuss is what comes first. And it's not just going to be about selling an item, or it's not just going to be about a transaction, and it's not just going to be about, exchanging phone numbers or cold calling, because that's all. I describe these things as an assembly line. And hopefully everybody had a chance to hear my last Periscope. And I described the stations along an assembly line, about how you put a prospect on and you set the expectations for where they're going to be on the next station and the next station, and how you move them along. And you're literally putting them on it and then pushing them along. And then it's a very sequential type of thing. But the first thing, I suppose, is you've got to sell yourself to yourself. And that's a very difficult thing to explain to people. So we're going to spend a few minutes doing that. And I'll tell you how I kind of first started thinking about this. I would sit in my office and I would watch people who were working, and we would speak before they came, when they would come into the office and before they started working, or, at the end of the day. And I would kind of interrogate them a little bit. I would watch them, but I also wanted to hear them kind of explain themselves and what they were going to say, and their own frustrations or their own successes. And it just seemed to me that they were going through the motions, right? They were doing what was observable to themselves. So they could see it. They could write it down on a sheet of paper. I made this many calls. I made this many presentations. I did this. I did that. I followed up with this person. This person didn't follow up with me. So they had all the metrics, but that was kind of like a facade. It was inauthentic. It wasn't real. So we need to get to the real, which is what's in that person's head. What really makes one person successful and the other person not successful?